Hello, mate. Thanks very much for your video there about stammering, and I would like to add a couple of points over there as well. The first thing that I find interesting is that you're actually stammering on the video as well. Because for me personally, I mean, I've always been a stammerer, and I'm in my 20s at the moment. What happens is that if I'm alone, or if I'm in front of just in front of a mic, as I am at the moment, with no other people in the room whatsoever, I tend to not stammer at all. But for some reason, it's only if I'm in a company of other people that I start getting conscious. I would make one mistake and then I'll think about it, and before you know, it would be quite bad. So, my brother actually stammers as well, and this is exactly the same thing with him. So I'm just curious to know that is that a normal thing with you and with other stammerers that you've known? And the second point that I would like to make about when you talked about the fact that you were fired from your job because you were stammering, well, unfortunately, I think for other people who might be listening to this as well, there's not much that you or anyone else would be able to do, because technically stammering, at least in the UK law, does not fall under a disability. And when I say disability, it's under quotes, of course. So there is no discrimination or whatever by the employer if he fires you because of this, because he can always prove that speaking is an essential part of the job and you're not able to perform it, blah blah blah. So I think it's best for people to look for jobs where the basic or the primary reason for working over there is not speaking. So not telephone sales, for example. And the third point that I would like to make over here is my own personal story. So I've been, as I said, a stammerer for a long time, and it used to be a big problem with me in the past, particularly. And I would give my reasons for that. It was not the stammer all that much which was a big problem, but now I've realized that it was the fear of stammering in front of other people that was the bigger problem with me. I mean, I would think, what would people think about me if I stammer? They would think that I'm stupid. They would think I'm uneducated. They would think that I don't know. I mean, I had all sorts of stupid things in my mind, always thinking that I just should not stammer in front of other people. But in due course of time, I've started accepting the fact that I do stammer, and this is the way that I have been sent on this earth, and there is not too much that I can do about it. And when I was able to internalize that attitude inside my mind that you are a stammerer, it's okay to stammer, from that day forth, my articulation and my speaking has considerably improved. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's perfect at the moment, but there's definitely a very substantial difference. And one more thing that I do when I go for interviews or when I have to give presentations or something is that I actually use a device which helps me not stammer. I mean, if anyone is interested in that, there is a device called DefStut, DEFSTUT, and in brackets, I'm not advertising for that whatsoever. You can find a number of other similar devices on the internet if you want as well. So yeah, basically coming back to the point, every time that I would make a presentation or if I'm in an interview, that I would use that device, and if I were to explain to the interviewer or to the participants in a presentation that I'm using a certain device to get over my stammer, they would completely understand, and and they would actually support me in that as well. And if you have a look on the internet, you'll understand the technique about how the device works and so on and so forth. And it has helped me considerably in being able to speak in front of other people, or being able to speak in areas where I'm normally very, very pressured. So yeah, so these are all the points that I had to make. Again, thanks very much for your video. I appreciate the fact that you're sharing your story with other people on the internet and you're talking about your experiences, but I just wanted to add my 2 cents to the entire debate as well. So yeah, thanks very much, and if you wish to reply back, and I'll try to reply back to this video at well. Cheers, bye.